Hello everybody and welcome to Nethack Nights. It's May 26th. I'm Casey Kolderup and we're going to play some Nethack for you on stream tonight. We're live on Twitch at soda_culture, and if you're out there watching right now and you're not logged in, definitely make sure you log in or sign up for a Twitch account. Pop up in the chat on the right hand side and hop in to say hi and ask questions and give suggestions and that kind of thing. My mic setup kind of messed up tonight. My headset appears to not be working right now, so I'm using a room webcam mic. Might be a little bit extra noise with typing and mouse clicking and stuff. I apologize in advance, but we'll get our way through it. And I'm excited because we were picking up where we left off from Tuesday with our barbarian character. So let's just go ahead and dig in. We're currently in Minetown, having completed the Mind's End last episode. We're experience level 10, AC -7. We're doing well on food, stamina-wise. Carrying a lot of stuff. Just have a regular axe as our weapon, but we're wearing some decent armor. Managed to get some mithril, elven mithril for our armor. Have a small shield. Some gloves definitely helps. We've got a decent amount of food. We should be fine for that for a while. And we do have some scrolls that remove curse, some scrolls to teleport, which are good for getting out of jams, and lots of potions for healing and making monsters sleep. And really, one great thing that's been helping us out a lot on this run is this pair of rings that we got, giving us +5 AC or -5 AC. So that's pretty great. It's really been helpful since the armor we have is, you know, not super awesome so far. We did just find a wand, speed wand, wand of speed. I don't know. In the end of the last episode, so that should come in handy probably. We have wand of light, wand of lightnings, wands of lightning, wand of magic missile, and you know, a handful of helpful items. And we did manage to get a unicorn horn at the end of, or like the middle of last episode, which is, you know, always useful for getting rid of status effects and things. So one thing to consider is that we have this bag down here at the mine town, which is level 6 of the mines, and the mine started at level 2, so that's, you know, a number of levels away. The bag has just tons of stuff in it. We've got a cursed ring, some heavy armor that we switched the mithril out for. Mithril's not quite as good AC-wise, but it's better for magic resistance, and it's a lot lighter, so it's easier to carry things. We've got some water, an extra ration, a lot of gold, some gems that would be good to get assessed so that we could sell them for a lot of money. Some potions we don't know what they are. But a lot of them are the same thing, apparently. Really just tons of stuff here, right? We've got a stone that we don't know if it's a luck stone or not. We should probably grab that and the scroll of identify. Two more, we have three unicorn horns. 2 of them are stored kind of for safekeeping right now. Yeah, just lots and lots of potions. It seems like this run has been very potion heavy. So, let's go ahead and get some stuff out of the bag. I'm going to say that we want to pull out our gold and the scroll of identify, the potion that we don't know what it is, so we can identify that, and let's go ahead and pull out that stone that might be a luck stone. We know it's not a lodestone at the very least, so that's cool. Let's read the scroll of identify, and we're going to figure out what that potion does. Object detection. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've used that before. So I mean, I'm assuming that it just lets you find objects that might be hidden otherwise, or maybe it shows you on the entire map. But that's interesting. I want to go ahead and put, while I'm thinking about it, we have a bag that we're carrying around. I want to put our gold in the bag. And then what was the other thing that I pulled out? Was that all? Oh, right, the Luckstone. Yeah, I mean, it could be a Luckstone and it could be the other thing. I know there's a third one, but I don't know what it is. And I'm not sure actually how you go about finding out what they are. But we'll hang on to it. If it's a Luckstone, it's going to increase our luck as we're playing, so that seems good. Another food ration, that's good. So at this point, we finished the mines. We can go back upstairs, which is actually on the opposite side. We don't actually have enough money to give to the priest to get a stat increase, right? We only have 2,000 gold, and we would need 4,000 gold at level 10 to get the stat increase. So we're gonna have to go back and come back for that. It's an acid blob. It's peaceful. One thing that kind of sucks is that we did lose all of our pets at the end of the last episode. We had managed to lose 2 of them earlier, and one of them died from a fight with a watch captain at the very end of the episode. So that is kind of a bummer. Having 3 pets was like really good. It just seemed to like iron out a lot of situations where we would have been in trouble otherwise, because they just can kill a lot of things when we get into big fights. But that's fine. We'll make do for now, and if we manage to find an opportunity to get a horse, another horse, or something like that, that might be good for us. But yeah, it's fine. I think at this point, what I'm planning on doing is heading for Sokoban. Because I think I can probably get a bag of holding, which would be really good, because I've just been carrying around so many things. It'd be really nice if I had a way to carry those instead of having to leave stuff behind. Mountain Centaur is a little bit threatening, but despite how fast it is, it doesn't seem to do a ton of damage, so... Scroll of Identify is good. Okay, so this is the branching point of the Dungeons of Doom. We're going to go to the other down staircase. Oh, we have a pet up here. CCT's up here. We must have lost CCT to a teleport trap at some point, thinking that I thought that he had died, but that's fine. I'm glad to glad to see a pet. That can definitely come in handy at some point. So, just a scroll lying around randomly. What's that pet doing? Just standing on top of these things. So yeah, let's. Great uses safe to eat, right? I can double check that. It's acidic, but yeah, otherwise it's fine. Okay. This is a ring mail. Yeah, we don't need that. We have a cursed whistle. It's not super great at summoning the pet. Here we go. So let's head downstairs. There's a leprechaun here. We can put the rest of our money into the bag. Oops. Totally failed at that. I need to remember that Y is the bag, so it's easier to do this over and over again. Okay. So the leprechaun has come upon us. Let's go ahead and just kill him. And let's make our way down to the down staircase. That was not the most efficient way to get there, but that's fine. Just another work here. Oh, right. Okay, so let's head over to the staircase. Something invisible is here. It's a garter snake. Not actually invisible, just hiding. Let's fight this Tengu real fast. And those are safe to eat, right? They're demons, but I don't think there's any problem with that. Yep. Including some good resistances. Nice. You feel in control of yourself. I think that means we have resistance against teleports now. I don't know if that means that I just can't use a teleport scroll, though, or if it's just that things can't teleport me against without me choosing to do them, but that's interesting. So, there's a peaceful snake here. Interesting. Just go around it for now. There we go. We have one more staircase here at level 5. There we go. Alright, so we're on level 6. We have some map to uncover here, which is cool. Yellow mold is stun, I think. Hallucination. So let's not eat that. Although we have the unicorn horn. But that's fine. We feel wise, but we feel clumsy. Okay. I still don't know all of the... I need to look up the spoiler and read about all the differences for the messages and what causes them. Different intrinsics. It basically means that our stats are being affected by the things we're doing, but I don't really know like if I should be trying to avoid that kind of stuff or if it's just a matter of playing the game. Okay. It's nice that we've been able to stay pretty well satiated this entire time, because we can kind of save all the rations that we're stockpiling and make use of them as we get further into the dungeon. Okay. Vlad was here. Is the graffiti there? I don't know if that means anything in particular. Might be. I don't know. I don't know if it's, some of that graffiti is all useful or if it's just like some of its flavor. I'll mark it. And if it happens to be useful in this run, maybe I'll be glad that I did it. Alright, we're stunned from that explosion, but we're good now. Hey, it's a store. The antique weapons outlet. Interesting. So what's here? Oops, I wanted to do... Oh, not M. There's a silver saber. Interesting. What does a saber count as? Oh, it's an actual skill, and I'm unskilled in it. Okay, we'll skip that then. Don't need to get anything from there just now. There's a water trap there, but luckily it didn't seem to do anything to us. Could have rusted my axe.
Hi.
My cat is fighting something.
Boom. You're now listening to Nectarine Radio.
Quasits are kind of threatening, but I am level 10. I think I can just kill it. The question is if I should have saved room for the Quasit, if it gives me some kind of ability when I eat it. Let's take a look. No, just poison resistance, which I already have. I mean, it gives me percentages towards that, but again, I already have it, so I'm not too worried about that. I should have gone down the stairs as soon as I saw them. I'll do that now. Okay. Oh, I didn't hit the stream button, so... Just great stream all around tonight. We'll get the stream booted up and say hello to people in the chat. Okay. Killed the forest centaur. Hello to everybody out there watching, all couple of you. Sorry about that. I was focused on getting everything fixed up with the stream, and then I hit record to start recording and didn't hit stream to start streaming. So I've been going for about 10 minutes. You haven't missed a whole lot. To get you caught up, I'm playing the Barbarian from last week, or from Tuesday night and last week. I am in the process of searching for Sokoban, because I finished Mine's End. I left a stash of items at the mine town, because I just have way too many potions and things to carry right now. But I'm hoping that if I go to Sokoban, I can find a bag of holding, is my goal. We'll see if I get lucky. We can probably stop on this floor for now, and try to find the staircase to Sokoban, which should be in the next floor or two. Here's an amulet from the orc captain. So that seems like it could potentially be very good for us. Oh, I was like, why is that roth not moving? It was because it was in a pit. So that's kind of annoying. But that's fine. Let's drop the amulet and see if we can get our cat to walk over it. Yep. Even picked it up. So let's try putting it on and see what happens. No immediate noticeable effect, but maybe we'll see something when we start attacking creatures or getting attacked by creatures. Soundtrack is still very quiet. Okay, I can turn that up a little bit. I just want to make sure that when I speaking that it's not overpowering the microphone. And I'd be interested to hear what you think the microphone sounds like. I don't plan on sticking with this permanently, but I'm curious how it works as a stopgap when the headset isn't working. I could definitely hear it picking up the mouse sounds when I was clicking and scrolling earlier. Alright, here's the oracle. But I'm not sure if the key presses are particularly noisy. We don't need to look right now, we're already at burdened, so we can just start picking up things with reckless abandon if we get the... Okay, I'll turn the microphone up a little bit further. Hopefully that helps. Also, this music is really loud all of a sudden, so that's good. Yeah, so I'd really like to find... Do I want to go burdened for a food ration? I could probably drop something. I probably don't need all the stuff that I'm carrying. And it is, I mean, honestly, it's my 6th food ration, so I probably don't necessarily need it right now, but I just hate to leave food behind, I guess. Just like in real life. Yeah, you know what, let's just eat one and see, because we're not satiated right now, and see if that helps at all. There you go. Eating the lichen helped. Maybe keeping the lichen would have been smart because it's better for handing to pets, but whatever. Keep that in mind for next time. I think that's the whole floor. Did I go down the down staircase when I found it? I probably didn't. I've been bad about that so far tonight. There's an elf here. We can probably take it out pretty easily. Yep, not too bad. Let's see if the cloak or the boots are worth. Oops. Oh, there's another elf. Let's drop the... Okay, we'll take the helm, we'll take the boots and the cloak again, and then what I want to do is drop those and see if they are... Oh, wow, I stepped on a landmine. Took about 10 damage and fell into a pit. Little annoying, but I think I just saw my cat walk over the items. That's good, at the very least. Oh, there's something coming for me. The owl bear is trapped in a pit. Cool. Okay, we can safely check out all of those items. Let's do that. First we will check the helm. We're at -7. The leather helm helps, although it's not a hard helmet, so I don't know if it's worth having or not. Having a hard helmet is good, although maybe not in the mines we're not going to see as many falling rock traps. I'll drop the iron helm for now. Let's check the boots. We are wearing a blessed pair of iron shoes, but let's try the buckled boots. They are not as good, so let's take those off and wear the iron shoes. Oops. And then we're already wearing an elven cloak, but just for thoroughness' sake, let's take that off and try putting on this one. Okay. Seems like the same thing. Oh, I totally walked over that corpse because that was very silly. Let's go ahead and finish the owlbear corpse. And we'll drop one of the elven cloaks and be on our way. Just been skipping a lot of gear lately, and I want to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything particularly good. One thing I've noticed is that I haven't seen like any axes, and I would really like to have a better weapon, or even a enchant weapon scroll would be nice, which I just haven't seen any of. Let's take our cat and go downstairs. And we're on level 8. I think this is our last chance for Sokoban. I think it has to be on this level or else we missed it. Okay, that's one staircase up. Let's get the cat away from us and then check it out. Oh right, it's up, so it's Sokoban. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ready for Sokoban. I'm gonna use the restroom to get some water, and I'll be right back. But that way we will be totally ready. So, 1 second, be right back. Okay, we're back. We are about to start Sokoban. So, I have been through Sokoban 2 or 3 times before, and I actually think that at this point, for the stream's sake, I'm going to go ahead and use a spoiler. So, apologies that's disappointing to you, but I've just done these puzzles enough times that I haven't seen quite all of the versions yet, but I just, I think it's kind of agonizing to sit on the stream and try to figure this out while I know everybody's staring and watching, so I think it's pretty standard protocol to do this, but I don't know, it could be wrong. Okay, so we're going to start by moving this one. One thing I'm going to do, I think, here is actually put some stuff into my bag and then drop my bag. I'm going to use the teleportation scrolls because we're in Sokoban. Don't need the keys. Lockpick. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so we've moved those both up. We'll put that here, and then we're going to push this over to here. Push this down here. Pick up a wand, that's pretty nice. Get some more rations. Gonna have tons of food. Okay, so we're going to oops, not that. We're going to push this over, and then we can pretty much just do all of these in order. And I may leave my cat behind on this level, just because you're starting to see it can be really annoying to have your pet kind of getting stuck behind and around things. That's a floating eye. A shocking stew, rather, actually. It's bold blue, not regular blue. So let's quiver some darts and try to kill that off. Oh, okay, well that exploded, but that's fine. Picked up a ring. And there's some human zombies here, which we can dispatch pretty easily, hopefully. That food ration appears to be in a pit. Scroll create monster could come in handy if we find an altar to sacrifice things to. We have not yet found one of those. Alright, the first level is always pretty fast, even if you're not spoiling. It's usually pretty straightforward. I'm sure it took me some time the first time I did it, but once you get into the practice, it gets a little easier. And we're done. So I am going to go ahead and leave my cat here for now. If we start getting into fights and we want the cat to help with that, we can bring it back with us, but in the meantime, it just will be easier to not have it wandering around. So for the next level, we're looking at okay. I'm going to push this until it's just past here. You can go down and around. There's a wand here, though. Try pressing. Can I pick it up without being... Yep, okay. Don't worry, we'll come back for the cat, for sure. Okay, now we push this one over until we get to just south of that. Push this one over, and then we can actually finish off quite a number of these pretty easily. This whole room gets cleared out basically for free, except for the ones up against the wall, but we'll get to those eventually. Okay. We should be able to finish off a number of the boulders in the next room pretty easily by just pushing them up and through. Let's just go ahead and do that. Nothing too scary. So yeah, one strategy that you start to recognize as you get through Sokoban levels is basically this concept of like you have boulders like these two that like are kind of stuck because they're up against a wall or they're unable to be moved towards the goal. But what we're going to do is pushing them back into the room before them, and then using that room to kind of reposition and push them back towards the goal again. So in order to do that, I had to clear out enough space in that room to be able to do for that. So by clearing out space in the third room, we were able to get the boulders in the second room, and then we can put boulders from the third room back into the second room and kind of restage them. And you have this idea of like once you have a clear path that you've established, then you know, it just all kind of works out. So here, even though like this one would have to go back and then back into the second room, we don't need to even worry about that necessarily because we've already got so many boulders that we can just take this one and make use of it, and then we can you know, push this one around far enough to get it, and we only need these last two to get the puzzle solved. So, I mean, obviously I can sit here and say things very confidently when I am reading the answer from a spoiler, although once I clear enough of it, I can kind of figure this out myself. But I've been playing the game enough in my free time, and then if you go look back on the archives of the videos, you can see me doing this at least twice on stream from scratch, and you start to learn some of the shortcuts and things. Should be able to kill this long worm with no trouble. And I guess one thing we probably should do, I don't know if this is a common strategy or not, but we should just double check there's nothing underneath any of these boulders. Yep, so there's a cream pie here, for example. And those are clear, so. Okay, that's level 2. And we'll head down to level 3. Or head up to level 3, rather. So now we're looking at this solution. Push that one over. And clear out these two really quickly. It's pretty nice. After that, it wants us to go around and push this down. We'll pick up the food ration and the ring on the way. Push O up 1 square. And we can finish this one by moving it down and coming back around for it. Oops, not quite. There we go. There's something in one of the pits, it's a giant bat, so we'll fight it when we get that cleared out, but L has been finished on the spoiler map, so we can take this one and move it all the way down. And then take this one, move it all the way down. Oh, the bat flew over. We can fight it here, and that is where I have pushed Boulder, right? Yeah, so we can get that wand. So that's the halfway point of this level. The next thing we're gonna do is bring this one down and around. You can easily replace that with where its partner just was and move it over. And then we should be able to move this over and come around. In the case of this one, we're going to push it up and then push this one all the way down. There's a rat coming for me. Once we've done that, another rodent of some sort, rock mole, okay. We can just do the same thing with this one basically by putting it in the same place, moving it over. And is that a bugbear? Owlbear. For the last one, we can push this one to the side and then come around for this. Yep, can kill the owlbear with not too much trouble, and it's a lot of good stamina. And then just out of curiosity, we haven't pushed this one or that one at all, and those don't have anything underneath them, so there are no more items in this level. Oh, there was one, just right there. Okay. A few creatures to take out in this floor. There's a lot of wolves, and what is the... Oh, freezing sphere, okay. Oh, the freezing sphere exploded. I took a little bit of damage from it, but really not too bad, actually. Could have been a lot worse. And there is a dog here. We could try to get the dog on our side. I think we have a tripe ration, right? Check. Yep. Let's give the dog a tripe ration. And is that Naga peaceful? The Naga's peaceful. What does it take to get a Naga on your side? Can I use a... Apparently not. Okay, it's no longer peaceful. I'll leave the dog here for now, although level 4 is the last level, so we may want to bring the dog in to help us fight, but we'll see what happens. Let's see which of the last 2 puzzles that we get. So this appears to be the Bag of Holding puzzle. That's really good news. Alright, so this is actually the last one that I did when I had only domestic animals that you can tame with food. Oh, okay. You have to use magic otherwise or something like that. That's interesting. So yeah, I actually saw this the last time that I was in the Sokoban maze, but I think I died at the zoo. It might have been a game that I was playing off stream, but I got to the zoo and then died like shortly. Like I had like 3 creatures left and something pretty strong killed me. So try to avoid that this time. Try to be careful. Getting the Bag of Holding would be a huge deal considering how much just random equipment that we've been picking up, and it'd be nice to find. So, alright. To start with, we actually need to, one interesting thing about this puzzle is that we actually need to burn a couple boulders into corners and just not, Oh, Alex is saying there is no level configuration that gives you the Bag of Holding. That's interesting. This spoiler says otherwise. I'm not sure if it might be a previous version or something like that, but it says that this version is the Bag of Holding, the other one is the Amulet. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we get to the zoo. So I'll burn that into the corner, and then we can just kind of scoot these over one each. And we are gonna push. This is a mimic. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna burn this boulder into the corner right away, and push this one aside too. So at this point we can push this one all the way up and over in. And then we can actually do these 2 next to it as well, the same way. It's like I was saying earlier, you start to see that there's these boulders, the 3, obviously the 2 in the corners, this one and this one are just done forever because they're stuck in the corner. But these 3 that are otherwise in the middle of the room, because they're up against this bottom wall, we can't get them pushed towards the goal, but we're going to push them in and then back out before this is all over. So you'll see how that works in a minute. Okay, so we finished those 2. We can push this one over just 2 to not quite burn it. And then we can get this one up and out. But you'll notice again, because it's on the bottom level of that room, we're going to need to push it into the next room and then back before we can actually do anything about it. So there's a ring here, but we're totally full on items. Can I eat let's eat a fortune cookie. You won't always get a second chance even with life-saving. Interesting. So that bag is just totally full of items, which is kind of incredible. That might actually be a problem. I should probably go back and drop some stuff off in my sack. Although if I get the Bag of Holding at the end, then I can just put things in there. So let's go on for now. We can always go back if we need to make room. That should not be there, right? That was not there a second ago, so let's kill that mimic. And what is coming for me here? A water elemental. Water elementals are kind of scary. Okay, not too bad. I guess they're worse, like they're really dangerous when you summon them at the very beginning of the game, but now that I'm level 10, it's a little bit less terrifying. So let's continue on. I've cleared out... we can't get this one that we're standing next to right away. So we need to go down to the next room. And then we can move this one over to get it out of the way and start clearing out boulders from this room by going all the way back through. Building on the experience that we've had. Yeah, I think most of my experience with water elementals has been summoning them by accident from a fountain at level 1, and it usually summons 3 or 4 of them at once and they're surrounding you. So you're kind of screwed at that point. There's a lot of things that I can kill without too much worry at this point in the game at AC -7 and level 10 that would just kill me pretty instantly at the beginning of the game, I guess. But it's funny because I feel like I still have a long way to go. So I want better armor. Alright, so we'll get these boulders cleared out. And again, you'll see those 3 at the bottom of that room are stuck until we can clear out space in the final room. But we'll head there next. Oh. In the meantime, there's an elf here that we'll have to take care of. The elven short sword might be good for us. Are we short swords in this game? No, we're actually axe and two-handed swords, so... I guess not. We'll skip that. So at this point, we can go down to the last room, and can't pick up either of those things. What I can do is eat a fortune cookie. A neutral character might get Giant Slayer. Interesting. I have enough room to, or I have enough stamina that I can eat one more thing to clear space in my inventory. The Triprassion can come in handy if we need to tame another creature of some kind. Leocard is a little bit scary, but I should be able to kill it. It's taking a lot of damage, doing a lot of damage, but... yeah. Should be able to refill some health before we actually have to go fight in the zoo, and this will give us a lot of stamina, so that's good. We've already regained a pretty substantial amount of our health. Our regen is like health regen just seems really powerful at this point. The lizard corpse would be really good to pick up because it's it doesn't spoil. Maybe I'll just drop. I have 2 scrolls of Identify. Should I be using that? Does that anything right now? Because I can find out what some of these rings do. And I have some scrolls. I actually have a lot of scrolls that aren't identified right now. Let's read this and find out what Indova Begarin is. Okay. And let's find out what Velox Neb is. Ooh, nice. So we have 2 uncursed scrolls of enchant weapon. Oh shoot, I didn't... Oh no. I just wasted that, didn't I? Yep, I hadn't seen that in a very long time. That Identify scroll was actually going to give us multiple Identifies. We could have identified some of these rings, but I hit escape to say, no, I'm done. Which is kind of funny that they'll even let you do that. But, okay, well, that was a bummer, but, you know, I'm not... I do make some mistakes. Oh yeah, I didn't identify the amulet yet either. I should really have done that, probably. So if I had used my second identify, I could have identified the amulet, but... yeah, I just burned an identification. Sorry. Gotta be more careful with that. I was too busy talking to the stream and not focusing on what I was doing. So now that we clear out this last room, it has this little indentation at the bottom of it, which gives us a good excuse to be able to kind of push it into the room and then back around. And we can then get these boulders and take them all the way back up to the top. Clear out these last 5 or 6 pits. Let's go here, get this last boulder in this room. then we can get this from here by just coming halfway back. We don't have to go all the way through the rooms again. And then the next room is short enough that we will unfortunately have to... so is that a pit or not? There should be a pit, right? So yeah, as you can see here, you don't, we can't get around to push it back up, so we have to go down there and then in the next to last room, and then we can bring it back up. Alright, there's a spider of some sort over here. Scorpion. So we'll take it to the staging room, and then come back around and push it up, and we'll be done. At that point, I think what I want to do is leave the boulder here and just go back and take care of my pets, bring them down. They can be really helpful in the zoo if you manage to kind of hoard them, or like, you know, herd them into the zoo. So here's our dog. We will leave the dog behind for a moment and we'll get the cat. A peaceful ape. It'd be nice if we could get that on our side. I don't know if that's possible or not. Oh, is that a mummy? Yeah, we'll deal with that when we come back through. I don't think there's anything wrong with leaving it alone for now. I'm gonna just put a few things in the knapsack, just in case we run into trouble and I want to have some room. I don't need all this food. I just need, I guess, in case we lose some of it, we shouldn't like throw all of it away. But like, there's no reason to be carrying this much food, basically. We'll keep the curse, remove curses. We'll get rid of the unidentified scroll and the scrolls will create monster. We're not going to need those at the bottom of the zoo. The earth could come in handy in a pinch. The enchantment weapon let's actually just go ahead and use right now. And these potions all seem pretty useful, except for the object detection probably isn't super necessary. And we'll put these rings away for now, because we're not going to do much with them. Let's find out if we know what any of these wands that we're carrying do. We can put the lamps and lantern away. And yeah. Oh right, so let's check these wands. Okay, that doesn't really tell us much. Let's go here and right with the short wand. Again, doesn't really tell us anything. Spiked wand. Yep, okay. So those don't really give us any information. We'll hang on to them for now and find out what they do later. Let's go ahead and use the enchant weapon scroll. So we have slight bonus on our axe, and I think I just want to go ahead and use both of them. I've been using this axe for long enough that it would be nice to have it be stronger. I guess just let me know in the chat. I won't use it right away, but let me know in the chat before I get to the zoo if I should go ahead and use it again. Was there anything else I was going to do before we went down? I don't think so. Just get the cat and... I always do that on Sokoban. I always... Oops, there's a mummy that we left behind before. It's a good song. A warhorse. I can't use tripe for that, can I? No, I can't. It's not a domestic animal, it's a warhorse. Oh, it's the strongest version of a horse. Oh, save the scrolls to be able to bless them. Yeah, I forgot that you can actually turn scrolls from uncursed to blessed. I was totally thinking of just being able to turn scrolls from cursed to uncursed. Well, okay, we made it peaceful, but if we had gotten that apple, we could have tamed it, I think, but it was stuck in the pit. I don't know if there's a way to get that out when it's in that kind of state. But I don't have any other... I used the lichen earlier, which I really shouldn't have done. So now I can't do anything. But if I find a lichen further in the dungeon, I can come back for that. And alright, so we're going to try to summon our pets to come with us. And hey, they came with us. So let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna back up for a second, and I think I still have telepathy in this game, right? So I'm gonna put the blindfold on, and let's take a look at what we have going on. So Killer Bee, I'm not too worried about. Snake, Gnomish Wizard, Giant Beetle, Giant Mimic. Giant Mimics are kind of hard, but they don't do a ton of damage. They're just they take a lot to kill. A Lynx is a kind of a fast cat. It can do some damage, but it's not too scary. The Mountain Centaur is pretty durable. It can take a lot to kill it. A Quasit is pretty durable and can hurt quite a bit. An Elvenking I've never actually seen before. That's really interesting. And there is a cockatrice, so we need to be careful. There's a peaceful dog, which is good. We could even throw the tripe at it and have a large dog on our side. And a peaceful golden naga hatchling, which we'll try not to get on the wrong side of. Kobold Lord, not too bad. Another cockatrice, a Sasquatch, which are they do a lot of damage, I think. A Wraith, which is, can do damage, but not too bad. Rockmole is fine. Gargoyle. Gargoyles are pretty strong, I think, but maybe not too bad, I'm not sure. Were-Rat can definitely be troublesome if it bites me. I don't like that, obviously. I'll let it have the Unicorn Horn if I can manage to get back to human form temporarily. And yeah, it looks like the Quasit and the Mountain Centaur and then maybe the Sasquatch. Yeah, Alex confirms those are the three that are kind of the scariest. So we're going to try to take it slowly and fight in the hallway as much as possible. And if I can get the dog onto my side, that'd be really good. But it's going to have to come over here before I can do that, so... yeah, let's remove the blindfold and... Actually... Nope, not what I wanted to do. But I left the keys back upstairs, or back downstairs, so... Break in the door it is. Okay. Luckily my cat went in first, but the king is shooting arrows. Right off the bat. Hit the cockatrice. Oh, and the cockatrice is right here by the door, so that's kind of going to be an issue. Okay. I'm just letting my cat fight for now. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I should not stand in the doorway behind my cat, because if things get zapped like what just happened, they could hit me. Do I have gloves in this game? Yes, I am wearing leather gloves, so I can pick up the cockatrice if I manage to kill it and use it as a weapon. Although it is dangerous. I would like a bag to put it in. My cat is really doing work. I might want to go ahead and relieve it for a moment while these monsters are largely away from the door. Oh, nope, I just couldn't see them. Let's back out again. I'm not really sure what I should be doing besides just kind of letting my cat handle things, although I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my cat. But things are getting killed for sure. Let's actually go ahead and put on the blindfolds again, so you can see. Not many things have died yet, but if I had a stethoscope, okay, yeah, that's what I was worried about. If I had a stethoscope, I could find out how damaged my cat was, but apparently it was pretty damaged, which is understandable since it was tanking about 5-6 creatures there in a row. So I lost my cat. I should probably have been a more responsible pet owner, but let's try to take out a few things without getting in too much trouble. The Sasquatch is up next, and it is able to get a number of attacks in, but they only hit for a couple health each. Okay, killed that with not too much trouble. The Wraith is up next, and it shouldn't be too bad. It does hurt, but it's not quite as hard to kill. Here's the Mountain Centaur. So if we can take out this Mountain Centaur, we'll be in pretty good shape as far as the scarier monsters in this zoo go. We can almost send our dog in after that and just let it clean up for us. I'm already at 76 health from this Mountain Centaur, 64 health now. I could zap something, actually. I have a lot of ones. Oh, that one is out. I probably should have known that. Okay, the Mountain Centaur is down. That's good news. We're at 52 health. So we're okay. We're doing all right. I can just go ahead and I'm gonna drink a potion at this point. I'll drink an uncursed potion of extra healing. That'll give us 25 health. The Lynx is here now and is pretty fast, but not too strong. And it's the Were-Rat. I'll try to kill it before did it bite me? Yep. Okay. I don't know if I can do this before I get transformed, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the unicorn horn and see if that stops me from changing into a Were-Rat. I'm not sure if it will or not, but we'll find out soon enough. I'm gonna back off at this point a little bit and try to get my dog to take over for just a few turns. I don't know where the dog went. Okay, the dog went into the doorway to fight some things. And I have seen that I'm hungry. I'm just waiting to have some time to eat. I'm hoping I can clear things out. Actually, let's go ahead and put on the blindfold. The zoo still is like half full, so still a long way to go. There's a few kind of low, I don't know, low-hanging fruit creatures. The dog is dead. That's not fun. The Quasit is still here, and actually it is right there, so I'm going to back up and see if I can lure it into the hallway here and fight it by itself. Okay, that was nice. The Quasit was really easy to knock out. The Cockatrice is here now, and because I'm wearing gloves, I think I can just go ahead and kill it. But I would like to make sure that that is true. I haven't seen one of these in quite a while. and they're kind of a famous NetHack creature that can cause a lot of trouble. So, if you touch it or its corpse with your bare hands, you turn to stone instantaneously. If you're wearing gloves, you can pick it up and wield it as a weapon once it's dead. As far as its attack goes, it has to touch you and then hiss at you, and it won't be touching me because I have gloves on. So I think I'm okay. I think I don't have to worry about anything. I can just fight it like normal now. And if I choose to carry it, I have some things to worry about as far as like making sure that I don't trip and fall with it, basically. But okay, that's dead. The next cockatrice is going to come out next. Oh, actually, no, it's the Hobbit. But we killed the Hobbit in one hit, which is nice.
That's not it.
The cockatrice touches you and you hear its hissing. I thought I was wearing gloves, but... Okay, I turned into a rat, so that's great timing. And I can't do anything because I'm so overburdened. I think it's probably best just to pray right away. Normally I could wait until I get hit, and then I could turn back into a human, and then I can, you know, like all that stuff. But what I'm worried about is just that I had to drop all of my armor in the process of turning into a were-rat, and there's a lot of creatures in that room that want to kill me. So I just feel like the sooner I can switch back and put my armor back on, the better. Actually, I want to switch back and close the door, although I might not be able to with things blocking the doorway. Yeah, I don't have any armor right now, or weapons, so I think it's best to just pray. Unless I think I can't use the unicorn. I think I've tried this before. I think, yeah, you can't use anything since you're carrying so many things. Let's just go ahead and pray. The Elvenking's already trying to attack me. I'm gonna throw... I don't have that. Shoot. Okay, so what's the fastest thing I can do? I still have 119 health. I think the fastest thing to do would probably be to pick up the potion of sleep and throw it at the Elvenking. Oh, that's not there. Where? Oh, I have. Okay, I do have that. So I'm gonna throw that potion. It missed the king. And I am going to sleep. And the king's gonna kill me. Okay, I'm at 30 health. I'm gonna pick up the mithril coat and the helm. Can I pick up all this stuff in one turn, or does it take a turn per thing I pick up? I'm not sure if it takes more time to pick up more items, or if like choosing to pick up 6 items at once is a good move because I just get them all in my inventory. I do know putting armor on takes time. I do have a scroll of teleportation, but I don't have my armor. I don't want them to block off the path between me and my armor is what I'm really worried about most. What else do I have? I have potions of healing that I can use, which are good for sure. I'm probably gonna do that soon. I do have potions, or I do have wands of striking that still have charges. I have a Wand of Speed I could use. I should have used that at the beginning of this fight, to be honest. I think I'm going to try to pick up the Mithril, because I think it just represents the most armor, and then teleport away. Okay, I'm at 15. I don't have my teleport scrolls because I didn't think I could use them in Sokoban. Let's drink a potion of extra healing. We're going to drink the Blessed One. And I'm going to back off. I'm going to wield the axe, which I don't have. I dropped the axe. I'm going to wear the Elven Mithril to get back to 0 AC, but I don't have a weapon on right now. I'm gonna drink another potion. The Elvenking's putting on my shoes because he's a jerk. He stole my shoes! What an asshole. I'm gonna use the Wand of Striking and see if it Okay, that wand is dead. He's throwing darts at me. He can hit me from 2 squares away. A unicorn horn is a better weapon than being empty-handed. Interesting. I can't use the magic missile wand because it's empty. But I can use the other Wand of Striking. Actually, I'm gonna zap myself with the Wand of Speed, which didn't seem to work. I need to eat something soon. I'm just gonna get up the stairs, or down the stairs rather. There's also something coming up for me here, a Zrudi. Which are pretty scary too. Okay, so I need to eat first and foremost. I left a sword behind at some point, and it wasn't a sword that I was trained in the use of, but I wonder if it's worth considering at this point. And that sword... not smart to pick a fight. Am I carrying any other... I don't have any other armor on me, but I might have some in the bag. Let's take a look. I don't. I mean, the good news is I'm at AC 0 because I have those rings. But I really need to go back. I had a weapon. Oops, not what I have to do. I left a weapon over here, which I hope is still here. Oh, okay, there's a chainmail, which I don't need, but a shield might work. I could have sworn I left a short sword behind. Oh, right, I left this stuff behind. The helm definitely, the cloak definitely, and the buckled boots. Sure. So actually, I don't know if the orcish helm is safe, or the orcish shield is safe, but I do know that all of the stuff in that corner is safe to wear. I still don't have a weapon, though. Oh, it's a substantial penalty for weapons not skilled in. Okay. I mean, the problem is I haven't seen many weapons, like, at all, let alone ones that I'm skilled in. Large cobra kobold. Let's go ahead and wield the unicorn horn and see. Okay, we can kill the unicorn. The kobold in one hit at least. Let's put on that other armor. The helm, the cloak, and the boots get us to -4, which is pretty good. Not the kind of armor that I want to be at for fighting a Elvenking. But let's see if there's something over here. Chainmail, dart trap. Oh right, there's a shop over here. Were there weapons in that shop that I could use? Or that was where the shield was, or the sword was that I couldn't use. Boots. Let's check out the shop. I have a lot of gold that I'm just sitting on right now. There's a silver saber and a faux shard, and I am not good at sabers. Or a faux shard would be what, like a spear, basically. So, might be better to seize the unicorn horn. I'm not sure what it counts as, but I seem to have been able to equip it and kill at least one thing with it. I don't know if I should just go through the Dungeons of Doom a little bit further to try to get a weapon. That might be worth doing. At least until I see something that, I want the silver saber, but I can't use it. Staircase down here. Some sort of floating eye type thing. What's going on with this box? Oh, there's a gas spore here. I don't have... Okay, that's fine. This box is empty. At the very least, I'm going to go ahead and put it... Oh, to take some practice. So I guess what I can do is wield the saber and take it into the Dungeons of Doom and then come back when I've gotten skilled in it. So let's... I'm going to drop that box right here. Stash by southwest room. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the shop. Oh, this is not the floor of the shop. This is the floor of the shop. Let's go over here and sorry, my SSH connection is oops, okay, I see, it was stuck on that. 113 for a silver saber. Okay, so let's wield it and hopefully be able to start using it soon. Okay, that was rotten, but going blind doesn't seem so bad. Winter wolf cubs are not... they're a little bit scary, but I think at level 10 I'm probably okay against them. And I may have cold resistance at this point in a way that shouldn't be too scared of them. You'll notice that I'm just missing like constantly because I don't have any kind of training. Oh, this is a fire ant, so actually, I don't have a bag right now, do I? That's bad. I didn't curse test it. You're right. I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't have a bag to put potions and scrolls in, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact if the fire ant gets me. Hopefully I'm just resistant enough that it's not gonna be a problem. The fact that he's biting so many times that I'm not on fire makes me think that I might be resistant at this point. I'm not really sure how that works, so... can I unequip the saber? Do we get lucky? Yeah, we got lucky with the silver saber, so... I think I can eat both of these, right? The fire ant will give me fire resistance, and the winter wolf cub will probably give me cold resistance if I don't already have both of those, since they didn't seem to be affecting me at all. Yep, okay. Cool. Another winter wolf cub. Did he do anything when he did that breath of frost? It hit me, but it did some damage, but it didn't actually too much. I'm feeling... There we go. Yeah, I was hitting a lot more often with that, so... That's good news. We can go to... Oh, wow, straight to most skilled. Interesting. Is that normal? Oh no, I'm still basic. Oh, I thought that most skilled was saying, like, a level above skill. I thought that I'd seen different levels of, like, skilled versus most skilled or whatever, but apparently not. That is a cave spider. We can go ahead and take that out. Get some more practice in. Yeah, let's go ahead and just keep heading down. And actually, what I do want to do is when I get to... Oh, there's some Rothes we can kill. Okay, it's in the pit. I thought so. Oh, I'm capped at basic skill if I don't start it. If I start it unskilled. Oh, so Sokomon is actually not in the southwest room, it's in the north room. So let's go ahead and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the box here, and go into Sokomon, grab the bag, and what I'm gonna do is deposit all of this stuff. Nope. The bag is now capital I. I'm going to take everything out. And then I'm going to loot the box and put everything that was in the bag into the box instead. And that way, I will have the bag for things like hiding scrolls and potions from creatures that can take them, or hiding, you know, whatever. So let's put some... I should have eaten the cream pie and I should have eaten the egg a long time ago. Probably the egg is almost definitely spoiled by now. So be it. We'll just go ahead and throw it away for now. I'm going to carry some food. I don't need these create monster scrolls right now. Don't need the enchant weapon scroll right now. I'll keep the scrolls of teleportation, just in case I need to get away. I'm sad to have lost so many healing potions in that fight with the Elvenking, but I'm glad I'm alive, I guess, so I shouldn't be too bummed about it. These are both empty. These wands are both empty. And, oops. Holding the button down for too long. Windows wanted to turn on accessibility modes for me. So, we can also ditch... That's all we're going to ditch for now. And apparently I didn't pull everything out of the bag, so what's left in the bag? A bunch of random tools. A lantern, 2 keys, a lamp, a lockpick. We'll hang on to that stuff for now. AC -4 is okay, even okay weapon, Alex says, and I can run away if I wanted to. Yeah, that's true. I could give it one more shot. And I need to stop soon for tonight, but let's go ahead and try that. And one way or the other, it'll be a good way to end things tonight. So hopefully we'll have a good outcome, but let's see what happens. There's a leprechaun here now, as well as the warhorse. We still don't have anything to get the warhorse on our side, I don't think. Would a eucalyptus leaf work? Hey, it worked. Cool. So we have a warhorse on our side now. Oh, there is some sort of dog is coming for me. My horse is fighting that peaceful ape, I think. Do I have the whistle still? I do. Right, there's a Zrudi coming, which is a little bit scary, so I'm going to stand by the stairs and not get too excited about fighting. If I need to back away, I can. Yeah, like the Elvenking and Zrudi are now like cornering me. So just taking a ton of damage every turn. Okay, the Zrudi's dead. At 41 health. 29 health. The Elvenking is fleeing. And killed the Elvenking. Okay. Let's get those tools and my shoes back. He stole my shoes, that jerk. And his corpse isn't anything to be too excited about. I know I'm satiated right now, so I shouldn't be eating it anyway, but I'm just curious if I'm missing out on anything. It's good for sleep prevention, but like all elves are. So what I'm going to actually do is just get my horse back, if I can. There we go. And I'm going to go downstairs, out of the room. So we have defeated the Elvenking. We're at 34 health. I'm going to stop and try to get some health back before I go for the rest of the zoo. I'm going to put on those shoes. I can take off my buckled boots and put on the shoes. Roskly, hi. Actually, just wrapping up. Sorry. I started a little bit late tonight because of technical difficulties, so I did a little bit, did a little bit extra. But I do need to get going here. Take care of some stuff around the house. So here's the good news. If you like Roskly, you're just showing up, and as a way to wrap up for the night, we have finished Mind's End as of Tuesday night, last episode, and tonight we managed to find Sokoban. Get all the way through the Sokoban puzzles with the help of a spoiler. I've already completed Sokoban before, so I figured it was worth just speeding things up a little bit. But we fought some things on the way down, and then at the bottom of the zoo, managed to fight a number of things in the zoo. Or at the top of Sokoban, I should say, because Sokoban goes back towards the top of the dungeon. Managed to kill a number of things, lost 2 pets in the process as they valiantly fought a lot of creatures for us. Almost died to an Elvenking, but managed to escape, despite where we're at cursing and whatnot. Yeah, we're back in decent shape. There's still a couple pieces of armor that are sitting, hopefully, in the hallway that we can get if there's nothing else in the hallway. Some gloves, hopefully they can pick up, because there should... the cockatrice corpse might have disappeared by now. I don't know if those stick around or not. If I can pick the gloves back up, though, I'll have a little more armor and be back closer to my original armor. I'd like to get my axe back to stop using this silver saber that I'm not very talented at. And I've also enchanted the axe, so it'd be good to have that. We do have a lot of our food and a lot of our items are stashed in a chest, which is cool. We also have a bag that we can use just for stashing things to keep them safe, and we're still carrying one of the 3 unicorn horns that we have. If we can get the bag of holding from Sokoban, we can go back and kind of consolidate all of our items, and then start making our way down the Dungeons of Doom. So that's it for tonight. Thank you to everyone who was watching, and anyone who watches on the recording. As usual, you can check out all of the various social media presence. I don't know what that gray box is doing at the top of the screen. Oh, I know what it is. It's Nethack. Yeah, Thanks for watching. This was the Thursday episode, so we'll resume again on Tuesday night next week after Memorial Day weekend. I hope anyone who has a holiday weekend coming up has a good one. If you don't, I also hope you have a good weekend regardless. Check out the social media stuff. Follow me on these platforms to find out when I go live and catch episodes and watch recordings and things. Otherwise, have a good night, keep hacking those nets, and be seeing you.